Now given a sparse matrix, let us see how do we represent that. This is an example sparse matrix which consists of 5 rows and 4 columns. So in this given sparse matrix, in this given example sparse matrix, we have 12 zeros and 8 non-zeros. Now given this scenario, let us see how they will be represented by using sparse matrix representation. Usually what convention is followed for the representation of sparse matrices is, we will not represent the zeros, because why to store these zeros? It is understood that the value of 0 is 0 always. So no need to store this. Unnecessarily they will consume the memory. So what we'll do? We will store only the details of non-zeros, because all other locations are zeros, it is understood. No use of saving the 0, because it is not representing any essential thing in our, because the main intention here is we want to use less memory for the representation. We will only represent the non-zero elements. We will not worry, we will not store or represent the zeros. We will not represent the zeros. We will only represent the non-zero elements. So how it is obtained, how the value is represented? Array values, row index, column index, and the actual value. That is how we represent. Now the sparse matrix is, the elements of the sparse matrix are accessed or represented by using triples. It is also called as triplet representation. Triplet representation. What is that? What is its row value? What is its column value? And what is its actual value? Those are the three things. Say for example, if you want to identify 22, where 22 is stored? 22 is stored in row number 1, column number 2, and its value is 22. So how do I write for 22? It is present in row number 1, column number 2, and its value is 22. Similarly, how do I represent elements? Say 50, say 20. How do you represent 20? How do you represent 20? Where 20 is present? It is present in row number 3, column number 0, and its actual value is 20. So that is a simple representation of the sparse matrix, triplet representation. ADT we have studied. So this is structure definition. This is how is the representation for the given sparse matrix. So in this representation, yes, any issues? See, in the representation of the sparse matrix, in the sparse matrix representation, we use triplet representation called row, column, and value, and this is what is the corresponding structure definition. For programming purpose, we will use the row variable for pointing to the row, column variable for pointing to the column, and value to store the, or to represent the actual value. Right? So for the given sparse matrix, are you connected with me? Am I audible to you properly?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this will save our time for explanation. 1 second. Alright, this is what is our sparse matrix. I'll take it. This is what is our two-dimensional sparse matrix, and I'll paste it here. Right? So now with these two, what it indicates here is how we are trying to represent the sparse matrix. See, one example will be given to you in the exam. How they may ask the example here is, for the given sparse matrix, write the triplet representation. That is one way. Another way is, for the given sparse matrix, you may be asked to find the transpose. What is transpose of a sparse matrix? Transpose of a sparse matrix, rows will be converted to columns, columns will be converted to rows. That is what is the transpose. We have to find the transpose and then represent the sparse matrix. So if you can see here, I'll use different ink for this, which is clearly visible in this scenario. Yes. Right. In this scenario, what happens here is, this is our given sparse matrix. What is the order of this sparse matrix? It consists of 5 rows and 4 columns. So that is what is A of 0 is representing. What is A of 0 is representing here? A is just an array which is array of triplet elements. Array of triplet elements. What A of 0 indicates, it always contains order of the sparse matrix. What is the order? It has 5 rows, it has 4 columns, and total number of non-zero elements are 8. We are concentrating on non-zero elements. Don't worry about zeros. How many non-zero elements we have? 10, 40, 11, 22, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What it indicates here is, always first row indicates that there are 5 rows in the sparse matrix, 4 columns in the sparse matrix, and there are 8 non-zero elements. This is what is meaning of this. Now, for every non-zero element, you go on representing. A of 1 will indicate first non-zero element, second non-zero element, third non-zero element, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So these are going to represent the locations of the non-zero elements. Now let us see these elements. You go on representing row-wise. So when you consider the first row in this sparse matrix, 10, where 10 is located? 10 is located in 0th row and 0th column. Here. 0th row and 0th column, 10 is located. So that's what it is telling. 10 is located in 0th row, 0th column, and the value is 10. Where 40 is located? 40 is located in 0th row and 3rd column. Here, 0th row, 3rd column. 0th row, 3rd column. That is, element is 40. Next, what is next non-zero element? 11. Where it is located? First row and 0th column. First row and 0th column, element is 11. Next, 22. Where it is located? First row and second column. First row and second column, 22 is present here. Next, 20. Where it is located? Third row and 0th column. Third row and 0th column, we have 20. Next, 50. Where it is located? Third row and third column. At third row and third column, 50 is located. Next, where 15 is located? At fourth row and first column. At fourth row and first column, 15 is located. Next, where 25 is located? At fourth row and third column. At fourth row and third column, 25 is located. So this is what is normal representation of the sparse matrix, or you call it as triplet representation of the sparse matrix. Triplet representation of the sparse matrix. So in triplet representation, you have to just concentrate on the non-zero elements. So you may be asked like this also, for the given sparse matrix, right? For the given sparse matrix, you may be asked to find the transpose. So what is A transpose? A dash. Find the A dash, then write the triplet representation. When you transpose this, what happens? This becomes something like this: 10, 11, 0, 20, 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 zeros, 15. Then 0, 2, 0. Then 40. All of you mute yourself. Right? So A dash will be something like this: 40, 00, 50, and 25. So once you find the transpose of this, then write the triplet representation for this. In this triplet representation, what happens? It becomes 4 rows and 5 columns. That means here we'll be having 4 rows and 5 columns here. 4 rows and 5 columns. Then as usual, those locations of the non-zero elements will change. Locations of the non-zero elements will change. So what is A of 0 will contain now? This one will contain what? 4 rows, 5 columns, 8 as usual. Then what A of 1 will say now? That is, what is the first non-zero element? 10. It is same. It is located in the 0th row, 0th column, 10. Where 11 is located now? 11 is located in 0th row, first column, 11. Now it has been changed. In this, you say the location of the 11 is what here in this 0th row, first row, 0th column. And here it becomes 0th row, first column. That's it. Transfer. So these things will be asked you to write. Given the sparse matrix represents the triplet representation, or for the given sparse matrix, find the transpose, then write the triplet representation. So this is what is representation of the sparse matrix, or nothing but triplet representation of the sparse matrix.